Okay, you ready, Kelly? Carlos, you can now turn and see your beautiful bride. Now, you can stand a little closer like you love each other. Ella, do you want to have those flowers in your left hand? And then you can hold each other's hand with your other hand. Okay. A little touch closer for me. Yes, perfect. All right, and if you need to grab her and give a cuddle to keep warm at any time, that's totally fine. Okay. Oh. You made it. Oh, okay. Let me get this ready for you. All right. Now, Ella and Carlos, very important. Are you ready to get married?
Yes.
Yes? Perfect. Tēnā korua, Ella me Carlos. Me tēnā koto hoa me whānau. He uri aho, no te whiti a ka mihi aho, ki te whenua me ona uri. Welcome, Ella and Carlos, and welcome friends and family. My origins are from distant lands, but I greet this land where we are now and acknowledge its descendants. Because right here in this beautiful, a little windy spot with this glorious view of Lake Whakatipu and Tahuna, Queenstown, right now through this ceremony is where you two will create your madana, your marriage. We are who we are in part because of the people around us. And all of you here, the intimate VIP guests who made the guest list for this very special wedding day, all of you have played your part in shaping and affirming the lives of our beautiful bride and gorgeous groom. And that's why you guys are here today. You're here because Ella and Carlos wanted to share their special day with you, to acknowledge your influence and inspiration, to thank you for your love and support, and to celebrate with you all day and night long. Now, unfortunately, there are some people missing today, most notably Ella's dad and brother who are no longer with us, along with friends and family around the world who couldn't travel. But for right now, I want you two just to focus on each other. Now, 7 years ago to the day, Ella said I love you to Carlos for the first time. And this marked the official start of their relationship. So it made sense to choose the same day for your wedding day. And now there's no excuses for forgetting any anniversaries. One less date to have to remember, right? Very smart. Now your story began at work where you knew of each other but didn't really talk much at first. It's fair to say things didn't happen all at once. Ella thought Carlos could be a little arrogant or high maintenance because of his sharp work style and slick hair, although I have to say he's looking very slick today in his wedding outfit. And of course, she now knows that that couldn't be further from the truth, as she's discovered Carlos is a good and God-fearing man with a subtle but silly sense of humor that sometimes only she gets to see. And whilst initially Carlos thought Ella was rather meek and polite, but that was not to last for long until he realized that she was definitely the chatterbox in the relationship. Now it's clear to everyone around you that there's a lot of love between you. It's a love that's built on a foundation of friendship. And when you're friends first and partners second, you only get the absolute best of both worlds. You've survived time in a long-distance relationship, the stress of visa issues, and the uncertainty of COVID, and even planning a gorgeous destination wedding along the way. And through it all, you've communicated openly and honestly. But most importantly for you, you've held God at the center of your relationship. Your pastor, Joel Osteen, says, "The person that God has given you is a gift. You have approximately 80% of what you need. No person has 100%. And if you're careful, you'll focus on the 20% and end up frustrated. Marriage doesn't complete you. It doesn't give you 100%. Only God can do that. Carlos may make a great husband, and Ella may make a great wife. But we all make a terrible savior. Only Jesus can be our savior. That 20% your partner just doesn't have doesn't need to be changed. You can't force another person to change. So don't try to change the 20%, but learn how to focus on the 80% and enjoy that in each other." Very wise words. And it's great that you have so much support from your pastor and I'm sure your church and friends and family, because marriage is a lifelong commitment. There'll be good days and bad days. There'll be days when loving each other comes easy and days where it feels like a lot of effort. There'll be days where you're full of desire and days where you frankly just want to kill each other. And all of that is valid and it's real, but it doesn't mean that your love ever stops. The love that you share has already been tested and come through all challenges, even stronger than it was before. So as you continue to work together as a team, I'm sure you are only destined for more and more love in the future. Now, I also know that you've put your love and your promises for the future in your own words, in your wedding vows. And I'd like to invite you to share those now. Who would like to go first? That's called being voluntold. So Carlos, you have your vows ready? Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to step to one side, give you some space to read these. The trick is take a big deep breath, take your time, and go whenever you're ready.
Mi amore, never could I've imagined that the best gift of my entire life would come exactly 7 years ago. That was when you said I love you back for the first time, even though you were mad at me for some reason that we can't remember. God must have really loved me, because He gave me a partner who turned to be my best friend and now soon to be my wife. Until now, I still don't know what I did to deserve you, Ella. A person who has the biggest heart for her family and friends, except for snakes. A person who can't get mad easily at anyone but me, sometimes. And a person who never gets tired of supporting and cheering me up, which happens every now and then. God really do love me, and I feel very blessed. God said in His Word that love endures with patience and serenity, and that love is kind and thoughtful. I see that in you, Ella. I see love in you. God also said that love bears all things, regardless of what comes, believes all things, looking for the best in each one, hopes all things, remaining steadfast during difficult times, and endures all things without weakening. That sums up our journey together. Today, I would like to promise you that I would continue to put God at the center of our relationship and be the husband that you've ever dreamed of. I promise to listen to you most of the time, especially when you need to remind me what I promised you at Wallaroo a few weeks ago. I vow to always be faithful and not join the idolo club. I vow to be always your best friend even though your alarm clock goes off every 5 minutes and you're still asleep and still in bed. I vow to be with you through thick and thin and walk with you to meet your steps goals and close off the activity rings. Lastly, I vow to love you for the rest of my life and keep in mind that a happy wife is a happy life. I love you so much, Amor Mia.
Well done.
Sounds happy house.
Yeah, you can give them Ella, yeah. Do you want me to take your flowers for you, sweetheart? You're welcome.
Carlos, finally, the day we've been waiting and praying for has come. 7 years with you today, including 1.5 years of long-distance relationship, a whole lifetime to go. Who would have thought that those daily text messages and same-time chats would lead the two of us to this day? Today, I want to honor you and to thank you. You've been my rock and strength when my days are gray and when I'm not at my best. You make me laugh just by being your silly self, dancing like there's no tomorrow, and singing songs with completely different lyrics for every song that you sing. It's a whole new level of privilege to witness that side of you. That extremely hidden side that I'm sure not a lot of people get to see. When Daddy passed away, I was lost and broken. Yet you were there to pick me up and you reassured me that Daddy is in a happy and special place, watching over me. I will never forget the day when you drove me to the beach and we prayed for Daddy. You cried with me and held my hand and you uttered, "Tito, you don't have to worry anymore because I will take care of your Ella." I closed my eyes when you said that, and I saw Daddy smiling at us. Carlos, from this day forward, I vow to be grateful that I get to live my life with you and wake up each morning next to you. Some days will be easy and full of joy. Some days will be the exact opposite. Through all those days, I will constantly remind myself how blessed I am to call you my husband. I promise to give you the best of myself, to always share our happiness and to trust you with all the trials that we will face together. I vow to be your #1 fan, partner in crime, cheerleader, to encourage you every day, and to never get tired of telling you how proud I am of you. To always force you to drink your vitamins, eat your veggies, and cut down on fatty food, especially pork belly. Maybe once or twice a week. And that's enough. I will always take care of you and will also never forget to depend on you. Okay. Carlos, no matter how moody, emotional, or grumpy I may get, no matter the circumstances and challenges we'll face, I pray that we always look back to this special moment with our loved ones, physically and spiritually, to this special moment that God has orchestrated for the both of us. I will choose you, Carlos, in 100 lifetimes, in a million worlds, in any version of reality. I'd find you and I would always choose you. You are my home, and as I always say, you are God's greatest gift to me. I'm so lucky to call you my husband soon.
Just gonna leave us there for a minute. Well done. Oh, I think everyone was crying. Okay. Now, if you want to take a little step forward for me, sweetheart, you might want to both hold hands for this bit now that you've no flowers. Give you that. Yes, perfect. Okay. So you'll be pleased to know that's the hardest part over.
Yes.
Okay, it gets a little easier from here. Okay. Okay. Now in marriage, you give a part of yourself to your partner that's reserved only for them. You do so wholeheartedly and without reservation because you know you can trust each other to take care of such a special gift. And in return, you accept each other just the way you are, without judgment or the desire to change. And in that exclusive exchange is where your marriage is truly created. So it's my honor to ask you the most important question of the day, although I think we all know what the answer is going to be. But let's double check. Carlos, Napoleon, Medina, Gonzalez. Do you take Graciela Perez Valerio as your lawful wife, to have and to hold, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until parted by death?
I do.
Perfect. Graciela Perez Valerio, do you take Carlos Napoleon Medina Gonzalez as your lawful husband, to have and to hold, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until parted by death?
I do.
Perfect. All right, now to seal the deal, we need... Oh, where are you? We need some rings, sweetie. Can you go and get me the rings?
Go.
Can you go give us the rings? Oh, good job! Yes!
Good job.
So Carlos, first of all, if you can untie Graciela's rings there and just make sure they don't fall off. Yes. Okay, and I'll take if you take the rings, I'll take the pillow for you. Okay. So again, I'm going to step to one side. So for Ella's rings, you place her her wedding band on first, and then her engagement ring. And you're going to, as you place the rings on her finger, you're going to just repeat after me, okay? You can hold her hand. Yep. Ella, I give you these rings
Ella, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my promise
as a symbol of my promise
to always be your partner,
to always be your partner,
your best friend and your
best
family,
friend and family,
and now your husband.
and now your husband.
Perfect. Now, Ella, you can untie Carlos's ring. Well done. Yep. Do you want to take that back for me, sweetheart? And Ella, when you're ready, you can place Carlos's ring on his ring finger and repeat after me. Carlos, I give you this ring
Carlos, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my promise
as a symbol of my promise
to always be your partner,
to always be your partner,
your best friend and your family,
your best friend and your family,
and now your wife.
and now your wife.
Well done. Are both the rings on?
Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, Ella and Carlos, with all my love and best wishes, I can declare you husband and wife, and you can have your first married kiss. Yay! Yes. Time to kiss. Go. Yay! Yes. Perfect. Okay, great.
Need another kiss. I might have missed it.
Yeah. Okay, the trick is just keep kissing. Thank you.
Wow, na.
Perfect. Did we get the kiss? We're happy with the kiss. Okay, great. Okay, so for you two, there's a little bit of paperwork to sign. Now, I know your hands are a bit cold, so give them a little rub together. And then you just need to sign where it says bride, Ella, and Carlos over here where it says groom. And then same on, ooh, my fingers aren't working. There's 2 pages. You just do the same on the next page. Can't find it. But you know what I mean. Yeah. There you go.
So sign here.
Yeah, I'm going to get out of the way.
Okay, may chicken na.
Ako na lang na isa.
Ano ba? Sa ibang page ba? Bagay.
Tama ko.
Petals?
Ano ba?
That's it. I think that's it. You've done two? Yep. Yep. Both pages? Yep. That's grand. Perfect. All right. So, Ella, you have your brother?
Yeah, Nikki.
Yeah. And Carlos's sister?
Patty.
Yeah. Perfect. Do you guys want to come forward? Because you're going to be our witnesses. You can leave that on the chair. All right. So we'll film most of it out later when we're a bit warmer. But if you just want to sign on the top one, and then honey over here, you can sign on this one where it says signature, and then the same on the next page. Okay. We'll do the rest later. Okay. There you go. Do you want to give them out? You can come this way.
Pang ano, pang down dito.
Yeah, there's heaps, so. All done?
Yakin?
And we've done both copies? Yep. Yeah, and same with you? Awesome. Okay, so you guys can go take a seat. Thank you so much for your help.
Chloe!
Okay. Alright. And give you your flowers back. There you go.
Mamaya ano na ako. Frozen ano na.
Frost na lang mamaya.
Oo nga eh. Elsa.
Okay, has everyone got petals?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so we all know which way the wind's going. So this could be an interesting confetti toss, okay? All right, so the trick is, I need all of you on your feet because it's not going to work if you're sat down for sure. Okay, I'm just going to move this out the way. All right, so when I hit the music and introduce our newlyweds, they're going to walk this way and you're going to shower them with petals.
Okay.
All right, are we ready? Okay, hang on. Let me get the music ready.
Palabas naman dun sa gitna, di ba?
All right, it's my pleasure to introduce for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Gonzalez! Perfect!
Did it go the right way?
So good! Good job! I can take the basket for you. Perfect. Oh, she's still going. She's still going. All right, get in and have a hug and a kiss. Congratulations. I'll take those for you.